At the beginning of the drama, the female lead Yan Xiao is going on her scooter when some people stand in front of Yan Xiao with flowers. And seeing CEO Jing Cheng get out of the car, Yan Xiao says, "Jing Cheng, I am going to the office." Jing Cheng says, "It's my wife's first day in the office. All this was done to make you happy." Yan Xiao says, "We have had a secret marriage. You can't tell everyone about me." Jing Cheng says, "I am worried about you. You can do an internship in Jing Company." Yan Xiao says, "I will manage everything. You go to the office." And sitting on the scooter, she says, "No one should know about us, okay?" And leaves. Jing Cheng says to the assistant, "Buy the company in which Yan Xiao works and tell them the intern is CEO's wife. She shouldn't have any problem." A call comes to Yan Xiao's company, and Yan says to everyone, "Mr. Jing Cheng has bought the company, and the new intern is CEO's wife." Just then, Yan Xiao reaches the office and seeing her college friend Chen Su, she says, "Are you also an intern here?" Chen Su says, "Who are you?" Yan Xiao says, "We were in the same college." Chen Su says, "You are the one who copied designs in college," and leaves. Yan Xiao thinks, "I didn't do anything like that." In the office, Yan and Yao mistake Chen Su for CEO's wife and say to Chen Su, "We know you are the CEO's wife." Chen Su also thinks of not telling the truth. Yan Xiao says, "Chen Su, are you married?" Chen Su says, "She was with me in college and she copied someone else's design, but we are not friends." Yan Xiao says, "Why are you lying to everyone?" Everyone welcomes Chen Su and tells Yan Xiao to come behind. In the office, Yan says, "Yan Xiao, bring water for Chen Su, ma'am." And when she brings water, Chen Su says, "I want to drink coffee." Yan Xiao brings coffee, but Chen Su spills it on the bag and shouts, "What have you done?" Yan cleans the bag and says, "Yan Xiao, you have ruined a branded bag." Yan Xiao takes the bag and says, "This is not branded, it's fake. A real bag has a stamp." Just then Yao comes, and Chen Su tells her everything. Yao says, "Yan Xiao, apologize to Chen Su." Yan Xiao says, "I can lie, but this bag cannot lie." Chen Su says, "This is a special collection bag, my husband brought it." Yan Xiao says, "Introduce us to the CEO." Chen Su gets nervous and says, "He is busy right now, but you can come for a walk with me." Everyone becomes happy. Outside the office, Chen Su is shocked to see her dad and says, "My driver has come, I am leaving." Yan says, she talks nicely to her driver. Rich people are like that. Sitting in the car, Chen Su says, "Dad, I told you not to take my name here, and I have to take my friends to the racetrack tomorrow." Chen Su's dad says, "You can go. CEO Jing Cheng doesn't come there anyway." The next day, everyone goes to visit Jing Cheng's racetrack, and Yao says, "We have never seen a private track before." Seeing everything, Yan Xiao thinks, "This is my private track." Chen Su says, "Yan Xiao, you must be seeing all this for the first time." Yan Xiao says, "Yes, why don't you get a horse for us? We all want to ride." At everyone's request, Chen Su says on the call, "Get a horse for me." Chen Su's dad says, "Only CEO's wife can handle that horse." And Chen Su says, "I don't know, bring the horse for me." Just then the helper brings the horse, and Yan Xiao starts hiding her face. Yan Xiao says, "Chen Su, what is the name of this horse?" Chen Su becomes silent and says, "Yellow, look here." The horse does not respond and everyone starts laughing. Yan Xiao says, "Then tell us by sitting on it." Chen Su starts shouting in anger, and the horse runs away. Chen Su says, "This is my racetrack horse, everything is mine." Yan Xiao says, "Then call someone." Chen Su laughs and calls the helper. Chen Su asks, "Tell me who is the owner here?" The helper says, "You are." Just then, Yan Xiao shouts, and the helper gets scared and leaves. Yan Xiao says, "Did you all see?" And Chen Su, "How dare you come to someone else's place?" Yao says, "The helper took her name. You apologize to Chen Su." Yan Xiao says, "She must have scared the helper. You called Ji Leng. He manages this racetrack." Yao says, "Ji Leng is a famous rider." Everyone asks Yan Xiao to call. Chen Su dials the wrong number and talks, "Ji Lenge, can you come to the track?" "Oh, you are out?" and cuts the phone. Then Yan Xiao calls and says, "Ji Lenge, come to the racetrack." Chen Su says, "Let's see who comes." Then Ji Lenge comes there and says, "What's happening here?" Yan says, "Look, fake Ji Lenge." And Ji Lenge slaps Yan. Chen Su gets scared and starts running. Then Ji Lenge says, "Stop, how dare you come here?" But Yan Xiao tells him, "Don't tell the truth yet." Ji Lenge says, "Oh yes, I didn't see you." Chen Su gets happy and Ji Lenge says, "So ma'am, will you ride today?" Chen Su refuses and leaves. In the next scene, the helper says crying, "Chen Su is my daughter. Please forgive us." Yan Xiao says, "You are Chen Su's mom?" The helper says, "Yes, I did everything for my daughter. Don't fire me from the job." Yan Xiao says, okay, but don't tell your daughter the truth yet. In the next scene, Yao asks Chen Su, you said Ji Lenge has gone out? Yan says, yes. Then how did he come when Yan Xiao called? Chen Su says, the truth is that Yan Xiao is having an affair with Ji Lenge. Yao says, that's why Ji Lenge came when she called. Yan says, an affair with a married man? We should stay away from her. In the next scene, Chen Su's mom says, Chen Su, what do you want to do? Chen Su says, laughing, everyone in the office thinks I am the CEO's wife. Chen Su's mom says, don't forget, we are poor people. Chen Su shouts, but I am not poor. Understood? And goes into the room. In the next scene, everyone makes a plan and pours water on Yan Xiao. Yan says while making a video, look, how ashamed this girl is. She is hiding her face. Chen Su says, let it be. One should stay away from such a fallen girl. Yan Xiao says, what lies are you telling about me? Then, Yao comes and says, what is all this happening? Yan says, she is putting spray on us. Yao says, enough is enough. Everyone come to the meeting quickly. In the next scene, Yao says, Mr. Wang didn't like the design. Who among you will work on this project? Chen Su says, Yan Xiao can do this project. Yao says, but she is an intern. Yan says, Mr. Wang only wants a beautiful girl, and then all the projects are ours. Then, Yao says to Yan Xiao, you will do Mr. Wang's project. I want the complete design next week. Then her colleague, Ku Shen, says while leaving to Yan Xiao, don't even drink with Mr. Wang by mistake. Okay, bye. At night, Jing Cheng sees Yan Xiao in the hotel and asks, who is this man with you? The assistant says, he is Mr. Wang's assistant, and Mr. Wang's intentions are always wrong for girls. Jing Cheng says, find out his room number. The assistant says to Mr. Wang, the designer has arrived. And as Yan Xiao sits down, Mr. Wang says, you are very beautiful. Yan Xiao shows the design. Mr. Wang says, leave this, let's have a drink. But Yan Xiao remembers Ku Shen's words and refuses to take a drink. Mr. Wang says, looks like you don't want to do the project. And Yan Xiao holds the glass. Mr. Wang says, the girl before you was not at all sensible, but you are not like that. And Yan Xiao angrily throws the drink on Mr. Wang's face and starts running. But Mr. Wang's bodyguards stop her. Yan Xiao takes out the spray. But Mr. Wang throws Yan Xiao on the sofa and says, shout, no one will listen, and starts forcing himself on Yan Xiao. Yan Xiao hits Mr. Wang and says, I will tell Jing Cheng about you. But Mr. Wang slaps her and says, I am not afraid of anyone. Understood? Just then, Jing Cheng comes there and hitting Mr. Wang says, how dare you? And Mr. Wang says in fear, this girl came to my room herself. Jing Cheng says, okay, tell me what did my wife do? Mr. Wang says in shock, your wife? Forgive me, I didn't know. Jing Cheng says, take him away and tell him what happens when you do wrong with a girl. In the next scene, Jing Cheng is angry and Yan Xiao says, baby, are you still angry with me? Jing Cheng says, I didn't send you to put yourself in trouble. What if I hadn't come today? Yan Xiao says, think what if another girl had gone in my place? Jing Cheng says, I don't want to argue with you. Tell me how is the office? Yan Xiao says, I think the CEO is a bit crazy. Jing Cheng says, coughing, why? What happened like that? Yan Xiao says, because he doesn't come to the office at all. Such a company should be closed down. Jing Cheng says, then leave this office. Yan Xiao says, tell me the truth, you are not doing anything? Jing Cheng says, no baby, I was just asking. By the way, how often should the boss come to the office? Yan Xiao says, at least once a month. In the next scene, Yao says to Yan Xiao, what happened to Mr. Wang's project? Yan Xiao says, he will not work with us anymore. Didn't you see in the news? Ku Shen says, the police have arrested Mr. Wang from the hotel. Yao says to Yan Xiao, whatever it may be, there has been a loss because of you. You will have to go. Yan Xiao says, but I have a project from Jing Company. Everyone gets shocked. Chen Su says, this cannot happen. You are lying. Yan Xiao says, then look at this contract. Everyone gets happy. Yan says, this was our dream contract. Then Chen Su throws the contract in anger and says, this is a fake contract. Yan Xiao says, on what basis are you calling it fake? Chen Su says, you are an intern. How can you bring such a big contract? Yan Xiao says, this contract is real. You people can confirm it from Jing Company. Chen Su says, if I was the manager, I would have got Yan Xiao arrested. Yan Xiao says, you don't even have the manners to talk a bit. Just then, Yao slaps Yan Xiao and says, how dare you argue? Now you will know the result of lying. Yao takes Yan Xiao away. Just then, the project manager of Jing Company comes and says, who is Miss Yan Xiao here? I have to discuss the new project design. Everyone gets shocked. Yao asks, did Jing Cheng really sign this contract? The project manager says, yes, maybe it has some connection with the CEO's wife. Chen Su says, oh, so she got the contract because of me. Yan Xiao says, I have worked day and night for this contract. Then the project manager thinks, if she is his wife, then I should not upset her either, and shouts, Yan Xiao, you cannot talk to ma'am like this. This contract has been given because of her, and she is the wife of Mr. Jing Cheng. Yan Xiao says, what did you say? Jing Cheng's wife. Chen Su says, yes, I am Jing Cheng's wife. Yan says, why didn't you tell us till today? Chen Su says, I wanted to hide my reality, and from now on I will handle this project. Yan Xiao says, okay, and leaves. In the next scene, Chen Su says, what kind of design is this? I am not understanding anything, and goes to Yan Xiao and says, you can do this project. Yan Xiao says, first you took the project from me, and now you don't even know how to work Mrs. Jing Cheng. Then Yao comes and says, you have to do as Chen Su is saying. Chen Su throws the file and says, I am the CEO's wife. I can get you out right now if I want. Understood? At night, when Jing Qing kisses her, Yan Xiao says, no baby, work is more important. And Jing Qing falls asleep. Yan Xiao also closes the laptop and says, listen Jing Qing, are you angry? And hugs Jing Qing and falls asleep. In the next scene, Yan Xiao thinks, I don't give Jing Qing any time at all. I should buy a gift for him from my salary, and goes to a store and asks, what can I get in a budget of 3,000? The saleswoman says, this is a luxury store. Look at something from the sale items in front. Yan Xiao looks at a tie. Just then, Chen Su and Yan come there and say to the saleswoman, if you sell goods to such people, then your brand value will decrease. And the saleswoman refuses to give the tie and says to the manager, this girl is troubling Mr. Jing Cheng's wife. The manager says, Mr. Jing Cheng's wife? We should not upset such a rich lady. Chen Su says, this girl is disturbing everyone here. Why would anyone shop from such a place? Yan Xiao angrily calls and says, send the director of Jing Mall quickly. A shop has to be closed right now. Yan says, do you think we are fools? It would be better if you leave from here. Just then, the director comes and says hello to Yan Xiao and says, you have 2 hours to vacate the shop. The manager says, you are saying hello to the wrong person. And the director slaps the manager and says, people like you are not even worthy of Jing Mall. Get out, the manager says to Chen Su. Ma'am, save our shop from closing. Chen Su says nervously, I don't like your brand at all, and leaves. The manager says to Yan Xiao, we didn't know who you were. We made a mistake. Yan Xiao says, you have no right to insult anyone. All customers should be the same for you. And says to the director, keep an eye on them and get this shop closed right now. And leaves. In the next scene, Yan says to Chen Su, how did the director come when Yan Xiao said so? Chen Su says, I complained about their products in the morning. Yan says, but why didn't the director recognize you? Chen Su says, I would have a problem in a public place, that's why. And while leaving, both collide with Yan Xiao. Yan says, it would be better, Yan Xiao, if you don't say anything to Chen Su, ma'am, because the CEO himself is coming to the office next week. Hearing this, Chen Su gets nervous. In the next scene, Yao comes and says, the CEO has come to the office. Yan says, he will surely come to you first. Just then, seeing Jing Cheng, Yan Xiao says, Jing Cheng, you here? Yao says, how are you talking like this? Yan Xiao says, I am excited to see him for the first time. Jing Cheng says, interns are also employees of the office. Apologize. And Yao says sorry to Yan Xiao. Yan Xiao signals Jing Cheng to leave. Just then Yao comes and says, the CEO has called you. And Chen Su stands up. Yao says, not you, Yan Xiao has been called. And Yan Xiao says, looks like your husband doesn't remember you, and goes into the cabin. Just then, Jing Cheng holds Yan Xiao and says, now tell me, what is happening here? Yan Xiao says, you tell me, what are you doing? You even bought my office. Jing Cheng says, I worry about you. That's why I bought the company, so that I can take care of you. But here they are troubling you even more. Yan Xiao says, that's because everyone is considering someone else as your wife. Jing Cheng says, then I will tell everyone everything. Yan Xiao says, not now, after a few days. Okay, baby. Jing Cheng says, okay, and both kiss each other. Jing Cheng says, we will announce it in the public meeting after a month, okay, baby? And both hug. And Jing Cheng says, bye to everyone and leaves. Yan says, Chen Su, did you see? The CEO's tie was the same as the one Yan Xiao had bought. And Chen Su pours water on Yan Xiao and says, you gifted my husband a tie? How fallen a girl are you? Yan says, aren't you ashamed to break someone's home? Yan Xiao says, yes, I only gifted him the tie. But you are still lying till now. Let's see your truth in the public meeting. Outside the office, seeing her boyfriend Tao, Chen Su says, why have you come here? The boyfriend says, give me money, otherwise I will create a scene in the company. Seeing Yan Xiao, Chen Su says, I will give the money, but you will have to send me photos of that girl lying on the bed. And Tao agrees. While going on the way, some men stop Yan Xiao and say, come for a walk with us too. Just then Tao comes and says, leave the girl, otherwise you both will not survive. And Tao chases the men away and says, are you okay? Yan Xiao says, I am fine, thank you. Here, keep some money. Tao says, there is no need for it. Can we connect on social media? And both follow each other. Yan Xiao says, thank you, and leaves. And just then those men come and Tao gives money to all of them for acting. But Yan Xiao sees all this and then leaves. In the next scene, Yan Xiao is working in the office and Jing Cheng hugs and says, is there more work today? Yan Xiao says, yes, all the designs have to be submitted soon. Just then, Yan Xiao gets a message and Jing Cheng asks, who is this Tao? Yan Xiao says, today when I was coming from the office, some men stopped me and Tao saved me. But later I saw that Tao was giving money to those men. And first, he asked for my social media account, so I gave it to him. That's why he is messaging now. Here, I am blocking him. That's it. Jing Cheng says, from tomorrow I will drop you to the office. In the morning, Jing Cheng goes to the office with Yan Xiao in the car, and Yan Xiao says, now go from here. Jing Cheng says, first a kiss, and Kushen sees both kissing. And after going to the office, she says to Chen Su and Yan, why do I feel that Yan Xiao is Mr. Jing Cheng's wife? And Chen Su slaps Kushen and says, are you doubting me? Yan Xiao says, how can you slap her? Chen Su says, very soon you all will know, and leaves. Yan Xiao says to Kushen, I am the CEO's wife, but right now we have to keep this a secret, okay? And both leave. There Chen Su says to Tao on call, why didn't you do my work? And Tao, while damaging Yan Xiao's scooter, says, I am trying, and cuts the phone. Seeing her broken scooter outside, Yan Xiao says, who did this now? Just then, Tao comes in his car and says, we met again. Looks like someone has broken your scooter. Come, I will drop you. And Yan Xiao runs and hugs Jing Cheng, standing behind and says, don't know who broke my scooter. Jing Cheng says, it's okay, let's go home. There Chen Su and Tao are both on the bed, and Chen Su says, leave me, you haven't done my work yet. Tao says, by the way, why are you troubling her? Chen Su says, we both were classmates, and from a poor family, but she got everything that I wanted. Tomorrow everyone will do overtime, I want the photos. Tao says, okay. In the next scene, the assistant and Jing Cheng are waiting for Yan Xiao, and after some time Yan Xiao comes, but on the way, Tao forcibly makes her sit in his car and takes her away. And Jing Cheng says, follow that car. Tao takes Yan Xiao to a closed place and says, record everything. Let's see how you escape today, and tries to kiss Yan Xiao. Just then, Jing Cheng comes there and Tao takes out a knife and says, don't come near me either, but the bodyguards catch him. Tao says, who are you? The assistant says, Mr. Jing Cheng. Tao says in fear while apologizing, I did all this on Chen Su, saying, forgive me. Yan Xiao says, but you could have refused her. And the bodyguards take Tao and his other companions away, and Yan Xiao hugs Jing Cheng crying. Next morning, Chen Su is shocked to see Yan Xiao. Yan Xiao says, what happened? Why are you shocked to see me? Chen Su says, why would I be shocked? And tries to call Tao again and again. Just then, the project manager comes and congratulates them on the project being completed and says, next week Jing Group has kept a celebration day, and Chen Su will get the employee award. Yan Xiao says, this was my project. I have worked day and night on it. Kushen says, yes, all the work of this project was done by Yan Xiao only. Chen Su says, this project was given by my husband only, and Yan Xiao followed my orders only, and starts hitting Yan Xiao, but Yan Xiao holds her hand and says, you have made the mistake, and you are raising your hand on me? Chen Su says, how dare you? Now no one will give you entry in the function, and tears the invitation card. Next day, Yan and Kushen reach the party, and Kushen says, Yan, I have hidden one thing from you, that Yan Xiao is the CEO's wife. Just then, Yao comes and says, why would the CEO's wife come by scooter? Just then, Chen Su comes. Everyone starts going inside and Yan Xiao gets down from a luxury car. Yao says, your bag and watch are branded. Chen Su says, must have taken it on rent. And Yan Xiao says, I don't have to answer you, and goes inside. Yan says to the security guard, she has gone inside without invitation, take her out. The guards say, they don't need a card. You people go out. And Chen Su shows her card to the guard, and everyone goes inside. Just then inside, Mr. Jing Cheng comes and smiles, looking towards Yan Xiao. Yan says, did you see? The CEO smiled, looking at Chen Su. Chen Su says to Yan Xiao, I know you very well. Don't even try to come between me and my husband. Just then, the project manager tells everyone to sit down and calls Mr. Jing Cheng for the speech. And Jing Cheng says, everyone has worked hard for this project, but the best employee award goes to Chen Su, and says to the project manager, are you sure? Did Chen Su work on the design? I heard Yan Xiao did the project. And Yao stands up and says, yes, sir. Chen Su made the designs only. Yan Xiao didn't do anything. Just then, Jing Cheng says, why are you giving the credit of Yan Xiao's work to Chen Su? All the work has been done by my wife. Baby, come. Yan says to Chen Su, go, they are calling you. Yan Xiao goes on the stage and Jing Cheng says, Yan Xiao is my wife. Everyone gets shocked, and the project manager says, your wife was Chen Su, right? Jing Cheng says, I don't even know Chen Su. Yao says sadly, we have made a very big mistake. Chen Su says, Mr. Jing Chung, this girl is very bad. She is having an affair with some rich man, and shows the photo of the car. Jing Chung says, this is my car only. Yan Xiao says, you used my identity in the office, fooled the company, and harassed your employees. So you are being sued. And Yao and Yan are also blacklisted from the company for troubling a financially weak girl. Hearing everything, the project manager starts apologizing, and Jing Chung says, because of people like you, talented people never get promoted. You are also like all of them. Just then, Chen Su says angrily, how can you get all this? Jing Chung says, Yan Xiao and I were in the same orphanage. She supported me even then, when I didn't have money. She has always supported me, and today I transfer 51% shares in Yan Xiao's name. The guests in the party say, 51%? It means from now on the company decisions will be Yan Xiao's? Yan Xiao says to Chen Su, you have made not only me, but your parents also very sad. Chen Su says, I don't care about anyone. Do whatever you want to do. And just then, the police come and take Chen Su away. Jing Chung says to Yan Xiao, your dad's address has been found. The DNA test has also been done, but it is not yet known why he left you in the orphanage. Yan Xiao says, I will go to meet him alone first. We will tell him about you later. Yan Xiao's dad says, Yan Xiao has faced many problems for so many years. Yan Xiao's stepmom says, so now we are calling her. I don't know how she will live in our society. The Shu family also has some reputation. Shen Shen is worthy of this family now. Yan Xiao's dad says, yes, you are right. She will not be worthy of our family. And says to Shen Shen, you will not go anywhere. Stay here only. Just then Yan Xiao comes and says, hello, Mom, Dad. Yan Xiao's dad says, crying, my daughter, how many years were you away from me? Yan Xiao's mom thinks her face is exactly like her real mom. Yan Xiao's dad says, from today this family, business, and the entire Yun city is yours. Yan Xiao says, thank you, Dad. Yan Xiao's dad says, this is your sister Shen Shen. She is not the real daughter of this house, but she is more than a daughter for us. You both live with each other. Yan Xiao, your dress is very cheap. Shen Shen, go and take Yan Xiao for shopping. And Shen Shen takes Yan Xiao to the street market and says, take whatever you like. You are worthy of these clothes only. And says, bye, and leaves. Just then Yan Xiao sees a shop of her own brand and likes a dress from there. Shen Shen comes and says, do you even know how expensive this dress is? Saleswoman, take this girl out right now or call your manager. And Shen Shen says to the manager, this poor girl is troubling me. Take her out right now. Just then, Yan Xiao says, the rule of this brand is to respect all customers equally. And you know what should be done with those who don't do that. And the manager says to Shen Shen, you are troubling both the customer and the staff. You leave from here. Shen Shen says, I have a golden card and you are taking me out for this poor girl? Okay, but remember Yan Xiao, everything of the Shu family is mine. Yan Xiao says, I am the real daughter of this house. The truth doesn't change by living together. And Shen Shen leaves in anger. There, Shen Shen says to her boyfriend Yuyo, you marry Yan Xiao. Yuyo says, I have no interest in marriage. Shen Shen says, you have to trouble her so much that she leaves from here. Understood? And Yuyo agrees. Next day, Yan Xiao says, what happened, Mom? Why did you call me? Yan Xiao's mom says, this is Yuyo, our family friend and the owner of Jinhai Company. He has come to propose to you for marriage today. Yuyo says, you are very beautiful. Shen Shen also says, Yuyo is perfect for you. Yuyo says, after this marriage, I will gift your family a whole 1 billion and 5% shares also. Yan Xiao's dad says, in shock, really? 5%? Yan Xiao, you have to marry this boy. This is my decision. Yan Xiao says, Dad, I cannot do this marriage. Please, Juyo, you can go. And Juyo leaves angrily. Yan Xiao's mom and dad get angry. And Yan Xiao says, Mom, Dad, I am already married. I was going to tell you all this later. We both were together in the orphanage. He is just like me. He has a small business. Yan Xiao's dad says, a small business cannot run a house. A girl of our family cannot marry an orphan. Go and divorce him and come. Yan Xiao refuses, and her mom slaps her and says, I knew you would never be able to become like Shen Shen. And Yan Xiao leaves. In the next scene, Yan Xiao's dad says on the call, has my 1 billion loan been canceled? Okay, all right. Just then, Yan Xiao's mom comes and dad says, our loan has surely been canceled by Juyo. We have to convince him in any way, otherwise our company will be closed down. Yan Xiao's dad goes to Juyo and says, I will get Yan Xiao married to you. You just keep 1 billion ready. Juyo says, I don't want to marry a divorcee. I want Yan Xiao for one night. If I am happy, then your loan will be approved. Yan Xiao's dad says, okay, but don't tell anyone. Give me 2 days time. Juyo says, I want Yan Xiao with me tonight, understood? In the next scene, Yan Xiao's dad says, Yan Xiao, what is wrong if you have to meet Juyo for one night for the sake of the family? Yan Xiao says, Mom, Dad, how can you sell your daughter for your own benefit? Yan Xiao's mom says, if you don't go, then we will not get the loan and we will be ruined. Yan Xiao calls and says, transfer 1 billion to shoe company's account. Yan Xiao's dad says, enough of the joke. You will have to go to Juyo today, otherwise you cannot live in this house. Just then, Yan Xiao's dad gets a call. 1 billion has been credited to the company's account. Yan Xiao says, Dad, now your problem is solved. It would be better if we don't talk about this, and leaves. Yan Xiao's dad says, something is wrong. This money has been transferred from famous Mr. Jing Cheng's company. I have to find out. Shen Shen says, Juyo's company also works with them. Maybe they have transferred the money on Juyo's saying. Dad says, yes, that's what happened. Juyo got it all done. Now we should listen to him. Just then, Juyo comes there and says, where is Yan Xiao? I will get you people thrown out of this city, understood? Yan Xiao's dad says, you have given us 1 billion. If I have to kidnap Yan Xiao also, then I will bring her to your bed. Juyo says in shock, you have got 1 billion? Shen Shen says, we know Juyo. You only got us the money from Jing Cheng's company. Juyo doesn't tell the truth and says, yes, I only told them, but I want Yan Xiao with me tonight, and leaves. There Yan Xiao says on the phone, today was a very bad day. Don't know how I can be their daughter. Just then, Yan Xiao's mom brings milk and says, whatever we did with you today was very wrong. Forgive me and drink this milk. Yan Xiao takes the glass of milk and says to Mom, maybe Shen Shen is calling you. Mom goes out but Shen Shen is not there and comes to Yan Xiao. Yan Xiao says while fainting, Mom, what did you mix in this? And faints. In the next scene, Yan Xiao regains consciousness and asks Mom, where are we, Mom? Yan Xiao's mom says, we are in the hotel. Tonight you will stay with Juyo. Yan Xiao says, Mom, why are you doing all this with me? Yan Xiao's mom says, because Shen Shen is my daughter. Years ago, I got your mom divorced. I didn't know that she was pregnant then. And after so many years, you have come into our lives from somewhere. Yan Xiao says, why are you telling me this truth? What if I tell everything to Dad? Yan Xiao's mom says, before that, you will have to stay with Juyo tonight, and says while fainting. And Yan Xiao remembers that she had changed the milk brought by Mom. Just then, Juyo comes into the room drunk, and Yan Xiao says in the dark, the one you were waiting for is inside, and leaves. Shen Shen goes to the room with reporters for Yan Xiao, and says in shock, Mom, you here? The reporters say, this is the biggest news, Mrs. Xu. That too with Juyo. Shen Shen says, please don't record. Next day, Yan Xiao's mom comes and says, worthless girl, I will not leave you alive. You have left me nowhere. Yan Xiao's dad comes and says, leave her. Aren't you ashamed doing all that? Yan Xiao's mom says, forgive me. This girl did all this. Where will I go without you? Yan Xiao's dad says, Yan Xiao, you have brought down our entire reputation. Yan Xiao says, I have done what she was doing with me, and what mother tells her daughter to sleep with a stranger. Yan Xiao's dad says, but she is your mom. Yan Xiao gives the recording and says, she is not my mom, but Mom stops her. Just then, Juyo comes and says, I want my money back right now, otherwise I will tell everyone. You sell your daughter and wife for money. Yan Xiao says, 1 minute. What did you say? The money was yours. Juyo says laughing, Jing Group gave that money because of me. That company is so big that it can bring you all to the streets. It would be better if you quietly give me back my money. Understood? Just then, Jing Cheng comes there and Yan Xiao says, baby, why have you come here? Jing Cheng says, I was worried about you. Juyo says, who are you? Jing Cheng says, the CEO of Jing Company, Jing Cheng. Shen Shen says, Yan Xiao, now you have come out, you have brought Jing Cheng too. Juyo says, if you are Jing Cheng, then I am his father. Speak now. Yan Xiao says, how dare you talk to Jing Cheng like that? Shen Shen says, he is no CEO. He must be your poor, worthless husband. Juyo says, you are her husband? Can you give me your wife for one night? I will give you 10,000. Jing Cheng slaps him and says, don't even take my wife's name. Juyo says, you don't know my dad. Jing Cheng says, now your dad will tell you who I am, and calls and says, cancel all the contracts of Jinhai Company. Juyo says laughing, you act very well. My bodyguards will teach you a lesson now. And just then, the bodyguards come and hit Juyo and say, your dad has told us to bring you home while hitting you. And they take Juyo away. Yan Xiao's mom says, is he really Mr. Jing Cheng? Shen Shen says, no, they both are lying. Her marriage cannot happen to such a rich businessman. Yan Xiao's dad says, all this has happened because of this Yan Xiao and this worthless man. Yan Xiao says, you sold your daughter for money, and you are calling them worthless? Yan Xiao's dad says, shut up. I did all that for my family. you should have quietly listened to Yuyo. Then the whole family would not have had to face problems today. Shen says, Dad, throw her out of the house. Yan Xiao's dad says, you have two choices. Either you divorce this boy and listen to us, or leave this house. Yan Xiao says, in childhood, I always felt the lack of dad, but I didn't know that dads are like this. From now on, we have no relationship, and gives the recording and says, this is a gift for you, and says to Jingcheng, let's go, baby, and both leave. There, Yan Xiao's dad says, listening to the recording, you kept me in the dark for so many years. Because of you, I have lost my real daughter. Yan Xiao's mom and Shen apologize, but Yan Xiao's dad leaves crying. Outside, Shen's dad gets a call. CEO Jingcheng has taken back his money, and Shen says, Dad, all this must have been done by Juyo only. Juyo is my good friend. He will surely help us. I will fix everything. Trust me. Yan Xiao's dad says, thinking, is it really? Are you my daughter? Will you support your dad? Come with me. And both leave Yan Xiao's mom alone. In the next scene, Yan Xiao and Jingcheng go shopping, and Yan Xiao says, do you have any couple watch? We both want to wear the same watch. Just then, Juyo and Shen come, and Juyo says, show me the most expensive watch, and the saleswoman says, showing the watch, this is our best watch, but you will have to buy both of these. It has been made specially for lovers. Juyo refuses to buy, and Shen says, let's buy it. I have heard that they have got married. Maybe they both will be happy. Juyo says, okay. Just then, Jingcheng says, we want to buy both these watches. Juyo says, I will take this watch, pack it. And Jingcheng gives his card and says, do the payment by card. Juyo says, is there money in your card? And then gives his card to the saleswoman and says, pack the watch. Shen says, we will gift this watch to CEO Jingcheng and his wife. Yan Xiao and Jingcheng start laughing, and the saleswoman says to Juyo, sorry sir, there is no balance in your account, and packs the watch and gives it to Yan Xiao. Juyo slaps Shen and says, all this has happened because of you. You don't even have money. Shen says, right now we only have to think about making CEO Jingcheng happy so that he forgives us. In the cafe, Yan Xiao says to Jingcheng, we have been invited by the Shu family and Juyo's family. What should we do? Jingcheng calls and says, accept the invitation of the Shu family and Juyo's family. Juyo's dad and Yan Xiao's dad get happy hearing this news, and Yan Xiao's dad says, I will get the best restaurant booked for those people. They will surely forgive us. In the next scene, Juyo's dad and Yan Xiao's dad come to the venue and say to Juyo and Shen, you both go outside, welcome them nicely, and don't let any useless person come inside. Outside, seeing Jingcheng and Yan Xiao coming, Juyo and Shen say, looks like you people have come to the wrong place. Here our dads have come to meet CEO Jingcheng and his wife. Yan Xiao says, yes, we only accepted that invitation. Juyo and Shen say, laughing, enough of the joke, it would be better if you both leave from here. And Jingcheng calls Juyo's dad and says, I and my wife are standing outside, but your son is not letting us come inside. Juyo starts laughing hearing his talk. Just then, Juyo's dad comes and slaps Juyo and says, fool, I told you to welcome them. Get out of here. Juyo says, are they really CEO Jingcheng and his wife? Juyo's dad says, what else, fool? And says to Jingcheng and Yan Xiao, welcome sir, ma'am. Me and Mr. Shu were waiting for you only. Let's go inside. Jingcheng says, but your son was refusing to let us come inside. Juyo starts hitting himself and says, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. Jingcheng says, I have canceled all the contracts from your company. You both have tried to do a lot wrong. And starts leaving with Yan Xiao. Just then, Yan Xiao's dad stops them and says, Yan Xiao, daughter, I am your dad. Why didn't you tell before? The CEO is your husband. Please forgive me. And says to Jingcheng, tell my daughter to forgive me. Otherwise, my company will sink. Jingcheng says, Yan Xiao has said what she had to say. And both start leaving. Yan Xiao's dad says, I am your real dad. How can you leave me? Yan Xiao says, do you even know the meaning of dad? I have waited for you in my entire childhood. I have waited for you on every parent's day. And when I got you, you sold me to a stranger, that too for money. After meeting you, I have understood that every father is not worthy of becoming a dad. And says to Jingcheng, let's go baby, we will go. And both leave. With this, the drama ends here.